goes round and round, always the same way, you see, until it ends up right up tight to the nail.
That's what I would do. I'm sorry. You're so weird. You're so weird. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm going to jail, man. Whatever. Yo, what is up, everybody? We are going to continue on with some movie reactions and commentary. And today we're going to be hopping into a film, The Wicker Man. Now, this one was released in 1973, and that's all I know about it. If you're new here, that usually comes with the channel. You know, I don't usually watch these films or have watched these films before, so I love going into them as blind as I possibly can. And usually what that means is me just knowing the title of the movie and when it came out, because that's all the information I'm looking at right now. So I'm excited to kind of continue and prolong the horror aspect. I do want to get maybe one Christmas film in, but you know, I might just select something that I really wanted to watch, or maybe a rewatching of a Christmas film. So there will be a Christmas themed film somewhere in the mix here, but I really did wanted to stretch out the horror aspect and, you know, have it lead its way into you know, some of the Christmas settings. But yeah, this is awesome. This is really cool. I love being able to hop into films, especially within the horror genre. Like I said, you know, David Cronenberg just popping off. You know, I've discovered some incredible directors and some incredible films like Cure, you know, which is like this Japanese psychological mystery thriller with actual genuine horror attached to it. Guys, it's been such a great time. It's been so inspiring, so motivating. Now more than ever, being a filmmaker and just being someone who studies film, or just in general, even if you're not within the craft or you don't know lickety damn split about the damn thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the overall experience of watching something. Man, all I'm gonna say is that this would not be me. This would not be me. You got caught way too easily. You gave in way too easily, fam. I'm taking everybody out. I don't care who it is. I don't care if your titties are out too.
In that bliss which knows no ending.
Meanwhile, they are singing a whole mixtape, man. That is so insane. He's burning alive. Woo! And that's how they end it. Damn! Alright, guys, that is the end to The Wicker Man. Alright, everybody, we just got done The Wicker Man. This film was crazy, man. This is why I'm so happy I prolonged the horror film, because I'm just like, that genre, just for some reason, it's such a flexible genre to create some of the wildest, most intense, most crazy scenarios I think I've seen on screen, man. Not to say that this was one of them, but this is like a good example of one of them. You know, this is like wild. The fact that they ended it off like that, I feel like, especially with horror films, you have so much more of a leverage to end it off on a not on a good note. Like, I feel like you have so much more creative room because you can end it with the villains winning, because it's a horror film. I mean, you could do that with any genre, but it just films a little bit more digestible when it comes to the horror genre, at least when it comes to, you know, regular general audiences, right? This film is crazy. This dude was doing all the things wrong, man. He was doing all the things wrong, and I'm not quite sure what the overall say is to this, or whether there is like a deeper meaning, because I'm sure that the director is not saying, yeah, go pagan, you know what I'm saying? But it's definitely a interesting study and look within religion, and obviously the cult mindset. And this, again, made in 1973, so we're pretty used to cults, but cults have been, I don't know, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but cults have been around since the dawn of man, I would think. Obviously, we just know a little bit more because we've documented them, but imagine the ones that aren't documented. Imagine the ones that are, you know, either still going on today, or ones that were prior in these areas that no one knew about because of the lack of technology or the lack of exploration. I mean, these people didn't know any outside world. And so they're left to their devices. They're left to, I mean, praising the gods for a good harvest is not far off. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's it's a very common thing that is within human history, and it's really interesting when a story, especially within the horror genre, can kind of, they don't even have to eradicate it or exaggerate it, but just twist it a little bit, just tweak it just a little bit, and just the delusion that happens, and the group mentality that happens, and all the fun things that you can mess around with in terms of the story, in terms of the filmmaking, when it comes to that stuff. You know, it's really, really fascinating, yet very closely tied to human history. And also, again, I love that this was filmed over in Scotland, or just a town or some island over in Scotland. I feel like that doesn't happen often, even in Midsummer. You know, that was really cool with how they did it. But I don't know, there's something about this film that, at least to me, feels just it feels a little bit more terrifying. And I think it's because it was just a lot more grounded, whereas, again, Midsummer, it took a very deep personal psychological effect. So I think that was just a little bit heavier. But with here, you know, this film just really wraps your head around this island, this weird society, and you're just following the workings and the footsteps of this cop who was just trying to find the missing girl, only to find out that he was the person that was going to be missing all along. That's kind of crazy. Guys, tell me what you would do if you were in this cop situation. I've already told you what I would do. Everybody's getting got it, you know? Everybody, I don't care who it is, bro. I don't care what type of, you know, sorcery or trickery you guys do to me. No. If I find that you guys are trying to sacrifice me, the entire town is going to be flipped upside down. But I'm curious to see what you guys would do. Are you guys going to do the same thing? You guys going to find a ways to escape? Or are you guys going to get burnt alive? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. As always, I appreciate being able to watch films like this, and I'm happy to be able to shine a light on older films and films that are a little bit more underrated. And I hope that you guys are enjoying it too. Like always, stay healthy and stay hydrated, because we are just getting started.
Purple jacket, pocket full of weed. Everything that I should ever need. Grab some matches cause they give them free. Just like my time. Hair pulled back in the backseat.